I Am the Reaper by Ernest Henley, 1849 to 1902. I am the reaper. All things with heedful hook silent I gather. Pale roses touched with the spring, tall corn in summer, fruits rich with autumn, and frail winter blossoms. Reaping, still reaping, all things with heedful hook timely I gather. I am the sower. All the unbodied life runs through my seed sheet, atom with atom wed, each quickening the other, fall through my hands, ever changing, still changeless. Ceaseless sowing, life, incorruptible life, flows from my seed sheet. Maker and breaker, I am the ebb and the flood, here and hereafter. Sped through the tangle and coil of infinite nature, viewless and soundless I fashion all being. Taker and giver, I am the womb and the grave, the now and the ever. Okay, this poem is by Ernest Henley, William Ernest Henley. He came from Gloucester and he grew up in Gloucester. He was famous as a poet, a critic and an author. He's most famous for his poem Invictus. So what's this about? Well, the reaper is the person who cuts the wheat or the corn, who harvests the cereals at the end of the summer. And this poem, it's about life and death and the endless cycle of life and death, and this is how things are. So he says, I am the reaper. All things with heedful hook silent I gather. So this hook is this reaping hook. Yeah, he cuts all things, and here the reaper represents death. Yeah, this is the personification of death, the reaper, the grim reaper. And he gathers, he collects all things with heedfully thinking about it. So he thinks about death, thinks about what he's doing, and he decides what to do. Pale roses touched with spring. So a pale rose in the spring, the reaper cuts. So death can take a pale rose. This pale rose, I think, is the idea of the young, the innocent. Tall corn in summer, rich fruits with autumn, and frail winter blossoms. So the reaper takes the young, the torn corn in summer, people at in the prime of life, fruits rich with autumn, older people, and frail winter blossoms. Frail means weak and fragile. So death takes everybody or everything indiscriminately. Reaping, still reaping, all things with heedful hook timely I gather. So death goes on, and death always is reaping, is cutting people down, is killing people. And notice the use of this word timely. So a timely death. Death decides when it's the right time for us to die. So the reaper takes lives, but when it's the right time to do so. But death decides that. I am the sower. To sow seeds, to put seeds in the ground. So the sower is um, personifies the creation of life. So in the previous paragraph we've had death, the end. Now we've got creation. Yeah? So almost alpha and omega, the beginning and the end. So I am the creator of life. All the unbodied life runs through my seed sheet. So all types of life which haven't been created yet, which are to be created, are in my sheet of seeds. So here the seed sheet is talking about the ability to create any type of life. So this is the creator of all creation. So we've got both death and creation. And then he goes on to be more specific. Atom with atom wed. So to wed, to marry together. So by sowing the seeds, I join atom to atom. I create. Each quickening the other. So here the use of quicken means to give life to. So each atom gives more life to the other. The quick, the alive, the quick and the dead. Okay, so each gives more life to the other. Fall through my hands, ever changing, still changeless. So the seeds, they fall through my hands as I sow them. And these seeds are always changing. But I'm always creating. So the process of creation, the process of giving life is changeless. It doesn't stop. Ceaselessly sowing, life, incorruptible life, flows from my seed sheet. So the continuous process of birth, life, which is innocent and is unstoppable. And this comes from his collection of seeds. So here we have the contrast between death that is always reaping and life that is and the sower that is always sowing. So this eternal cycle of death. And then we have the last verse which combines the two. Maker and breaker. So the maker, the sower, and the breaker, the reaper. I am the ebb and the flood. So the tide, it ebbs, it goes down, and it comes back. And these are two inseparable things. Maker and breaker, two inseparable things. Here and hereafter. The now, the here, and the hereafter, the infinite. So these are two things again, joined together. Sped through the tangle and coil of infinite nature. So I guess the here and the hereafter, speeding through the entangled ideas and the coils of nature, of infinite nature. So this infinite cycle of birth and death, of life and death, and this is endless. Viewless and soundless, I fashion all being. So I don't take sides. This is something that I do. I don't take a point of view. I don't give opinions. I just make everything. Taker and giver. So I give life and I take it away. I am the womb and the grave. So the womb is where children are born, and the grave is when people are buried. So this again, I'm the womb and the grave, the beginning and the end, the now and the ever. So notice by putting capital letters on the now and the ever, he's making these into real places, the present and the infinite. So I think by using I, he's talking about God or the creator who is permanently creating things and permanently destroying them as well. And this is the cycle of life. So I could be nature as well. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. I Am the Reaper by William Ernest Henley.